What's up, guys? MrGimms back again, and today I want to talk about something that's a problem every year with Dead by Daylight. Also, before we continue, don't forget I am live on Twitch right now. You can check me out in the link below or the little Twitch thingy that way. Live right now over on Twitch playing DBD, and I'd be happy to have this conversation further over there. If you finish the video and you want to talk more, that'd be awesome. But yeah, I want to talk about something that plagues this game every single year around the holiday season, and that is, can you guess it? An overall bad last chapter and bad house cleaning in general, in my opinion. We all know what happened last year with the twins. I think everyone's very aware now what kind of a state that behavior had left Dead by Daylight during the holiday season, and they even admitted it later on, sending out tweets and all that, saying like, you know, we messed up, you know, we didn't think about this happened, this went wrong, yada yada yada. Same thing as always. However, brings me to the point of this today, and I want to share this tweet with you. This past chapter launch wasn't as smooth as we'd hoped, so thank you for sticking with us. That sounds very familiar. I wonder if it's like verbatim. Log in during the Bone Chill event for a huge 750,000 blood points. PlayStation players who have faced additional issues receive 1 million blood points. Now, that's all well and good, and it's good that they can fess up that they've messed up, but my problem is why do they make the same mistakes constantly? If they know they're going to have these problems 2 years in a row, wouldn't you think you would try to do your best to avoid it? Like, the twins was a mess last year. They then went on holidays, and this is no put down to them going on holidays. I understand that every company goes out on holidays. That makes complete and utter sense. But with something massively multiplayer and then affects so many different people, you would think like any normal business, like any normal business, you'd get your affairs in order before you break to go and have your holiday. Makes sense, right? Well, Dead by Daylight shouldn't be any different. I understand it's a game, but it's a game that millions of people play. Well, maybe not. Because if we go to the Steam charts again this year, taking a special look, I'm going to move my camera slightly. Taking a special look, last 30 days, it's down by 2.7%. 51,000 players online. November, down by 11.77% at 55,000. October, 39 plus, 0.39%, 67,000 people online, which is pretty good. I'm not going to lie. 51,000 is great. This is only for Steam, right? So that's totally fine. But compare this, guys. Compare this to last year. 2021 is 73,000 players, which we thought was bad. And people were saying like, oh, it's going downhill. 73,000 players really isn't that bad. 76,000 in November and 100,000. I believe that was Resident Evil, correct? The Resident Evil chapter. And obviously this year as well, October. Was it October? 67,000? I can't remember. You guys will have to quote me where the Resident Evil chapter was this year. It was around abouts, right? No, it might have been August, actually. Yeah, it might have been. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's dropped nearly half in a year, and that's 2 terrible patches outside just before they go for break. So my question is why does behavior keep making the same mistakes over and over again? The twins, arguably a good idea on paper for a killer. I like the fact that you're playing 2 people inside one unit. You know what I mean? I love that idea. I think there's a lot of merit there. I thought the characters looked awesome when they came out, but it just failed by the wayside. And she's constantly had bugs ever since that haven't been fully fleshed out. I mean, we all know the invisible bug that happened with the snowman this year. That's happening. I mean, they fixed it now, but it's just, she's always got bugs. It's just like that killer is just very frustrating to play in general and to go against, as it turns out, because its main sort of power is camping, right? Remember all this when we talk about the Knight, right? Really complex, really cool power on paper. I think most people will agree they like the idea of it, although I think it could have been executed a little bit better. But again, its main power as well, very campy. I mean, leave a patrol unit there, and very buggy. Now, this could be boiled down to it being a new chapter. And obviously, you know, we're going to have bugs in the first couple of days. That's fine. It's been a few weeks now and it's still very buggy here and there. There's people constantly making YouTube shorts and TikTok of all the problems that they're still having with them. And this is after the patch as well. It's like 2 hot fixes since he's come out. A bit of a mess of a chapter. Now, honestly, if they gave a shit about the game, and I don't mean to be a bit rough here, and they gave a shit about what people thought about their game, then they would try to improve on last year's performance. They would give all their, you know, we're so sorry, we understand, it won't happen again sort of thing. But they didn't, they just did the same thing. Literally the same thing again, back to back. And I'm not going to lie to you, you can tell. You can tell that people aren't giving a shit right now. Numbers on Twitch for DBD are generally down. Numbers for people watching the game being played are generally down. Across the board, by the way. Popular streamers, not so popular streamers, just across the board it's down. People are so fed up with this game that, like, even when I start streaming now, I get some people saying like, oh my God, what game is he going to be playing today? Please don't let it be DBD. People are just so bored with this chapter, and there wasn't a lot of hype going into the night. I'm not going to lie. There wasn't that same hype that there is for like Wesker or even Ringu, but they just feel so disappointed, and you can tell they're absolutely just defeated from the inside. And I think the Ghostface tome has really helped pick it up a little bit around that time because people are still trying to grind that out. And then the winter tomes come out, so that's sort of like alleviated some of the numbers. But for me, man, personally, not enough. It hasn't been enough. And I think the game is in a pretty bad state right now. I know that there's solo fixes coming, and I am excited for that, even though I'm a little bit on the fence with some of the things there. Overall, you guys have not delivered end-of-year product just like last year. And it's getting a little bit old because I just know to expect now that, right, next year's DLC in December is going to be absolutely garbage. Just skip it. We'll be all right. You know what I mean? Not a good attitude to have. But anyway, guys, let us know what you think. I'm sorry if this sounds like a little bit of a whinge, a little bit of a carry on with my fee-fees, but I feel like I need to get this out. I'm pretty disappointed with the product in general, pretty disappointed in behavior. This is by no means me saying that they don't deserve a break, because 100% they do. Perhaps they could just allocate it like most normal businesses to a time or even a date that better suits their schedule and keeps the bloody lights on, man, when they're away for a while. It's not like, I don't think it's that hard to ask, like, just me. But anyway, guys, yeah, as I said, let us know what you think. Drop a like, share, and subscribe. Consider becoming a member to help keep the lights over on here. The attic is getting cold, baby. Anyway, guys, love you all. Have a great night, and hopefully I'll see you in the stream right now. All right, see you later.